Hey, it's Mel. I hope you're doing well and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, it's lovely to have you here. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a very creepy urban legend called Teka Teka. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I deeply apologise. I am the worst when it comes to pronouncing stuff. I don't know, okay? I'm just really bad at pronouncing shit. Let's just get into it, shall we? Teka Teka is a Japanese urban legend that was created by Canadian horror artist Trevor Henderson. He's known for creating really creepy urban legend monsters all over the internet. Teka Teka is a Japanese legend about the ghost of a young woman or a schoolgirl who is said to have fallen onto a railway line, where her body was cut in half by a train. She is a very vengeful spirit who lurks in urban areas and hangs around train stations at night. This is the most messed up part. She travels on her elbows or hands because she does not have a lower body. The way she moves is very creepy and disturbing. She drags her torso along and her nails also scrape on the ground, which creates this tek-tek sound, which is where she got her name from. Her skill is that she is very fast. She crawls and she is also very dangerous. She will rip her victims apart. Trevor Henderson made this monster in 2018. However, a film by the same name, Teka Teka, was released in 2009. The 2009 horror film was inspired by the origin story of Teka Teka. Legend goes that one day in post-war occupied Japan, a woman was attacked by a soldier and then thrown onto the railway tracks. A passing train then cut her in half. This happened during winter times, and because it was so cold, her wounds actually froze over and stopped her from bleeding. This helped her to stay alive. The woman screamed in pain, which alerted one of the railway attendants, who then ran over to help her, but at the hideous sight of her body and in a state of fear, instead of helping the woman, the man actually just placed a plastic bag over her body and walked away and left her for dead. This is also the story that more people are familiar with. There is a second origin story of Teka Teka, which occurred around 1957. The story goes that a young Japanese schoolgirl was constantly bullied by her classmates for her lack of courage. She was the constant victim of their cruel jokes, but one day, one of these pranks went wrong and led to death. While waiting for a train one day after school, the girls decided to drop a cicada bug on the poor girl's shoulder, which scared her. She panicked and fell onto the train tracks. Just as a train came through the station, the train ran over the girl, cutting her in half, and she died instantly. In both stories, which are very disturbing, they both talk about the fact that the woman was in some kind of train accident and lost her legs. This is why Teka Teka lurks around train stations at night, because this is the place where she died. There is a third origin story of Teka Teka, however this one is very graphic, it's very disturbing than the others. Quick warning here, if you are easily triggered by the talk of suicide, rape or assault, skip forward the video a bit or just stop watching it altogether because this story is fucked up. The story goes that in the years after World War II, an officer working in Muranro, Hokkaido was assaulted and raped by a male American military personnel. That night, the woman jumped off a bridge onto the railroad tracks and she was hit by an oncoming train. According to legend, 3 days after you hear this story, you will see the ghost of the legless woman. Teka Teka will come after you. I hope not, for my sake, because I've got shit to do, okay? Got a life to live, I'm not really ready to die yet, and I don't have time for you, bitch. Teka Teka can crawl up to speeds of 150 kilometers per hour. Some people say that she's just looking for her legs because hers were taken from her in that tragic accident. Teka Teka is angry at humanity for not helping her when she was dying. As I said before, Teka Teka is a very vengeful, mean spirit. She kills everyone she sees by ripping them in two. Not a nice woman, okay? In order to make their children behave well, parents would actually tell this creepy urban legend to their children. I mean, I understand why parents would tell this creepy story to their children to get them to behave. I understand all that, but I'm not in agreement with that. Like, if I had a child, I would not be telling them this story. Like, I'm not trying to scar them for life. Teka Teka is literally the stuff of nightmares. Some sources say that she holds an axe of some kind or a knife in order to kill her victims. Teka Teka pretty much has no weaknesses. In height, she's around 2 feet. She has normal human eyes and her skin is maybe a grey or a black. In Japan, they call a ghost an onryo. Sorry if I've mispronounced that. And it's a spirit that is believed to be capable of causing harm in the world of the living, injuring or killing enemies, or even causing natural disasters. So that's all the info I have on the urban legend Teka Teka. I hope you've enjoyed this video, you found it creepy, okay? I definitely did. This is the most effed up urban legend I've ever heard of. So feel free to leave a comment below and drop me a like. It lets me know that you enjoy my content. As always, thanks for watching, take care, bye.